Hey there guys, Charge Junior Yuki here. And it's what I call Epic Friday. Haha, I didn't cuss in the first minute. Frickin' Friday. That sounds better if I do it the other way. But yeah, I'm actually just left the parking lot. I'm about to leave town, leaving from work. Got a haircut, finally. Took 30 minutes, so I had to go really slow so I didn't have to break my trimmer. Now I go. Had a family was walking across the street, had to give them time to get all the way across. No, if you're wondering why I haven't shaved a beard, it's not, the beard stays. I don't care what anyone says, the beard stays. To go into the, let's sit here and talk a bit. Someone gets loopy when he gets off work because, well, it's the weekend, and I've been up since like 1:30. Oh, that's 30 minutes longer, earlier than what I normally am. Damn. When it comes to ARC vids, because basically what you'll see to a certain extent here in October, you'll see ARC vids, but up to a certain point. There might be one, if not two, maybe two. Yeah, there's probably at least 2 episodes of Aberration. One's already up, you already know that. And there will be a second one. But at a certain point in October, like we've already talked about, the normal rant videos of how it usually is will stop, and it'll just be straight up horror games. So if you want to see me play other horror games, or give me ideas. I know there's quite a few, and some I've played already and uploaded. Some I need to finish, because it was already getting to a point where I try and time certain games, and I needed to play one game, so I had to stop playing one to play the other. So I couldn't finish it all in one go. I do plan on going back to FNAF, the first one, and I still want to try and beat it all in one go, and not get fucked over by Freddy again, because that's how that happened. I got fucked over by Freddy. So I'm probably going to be starting over from the very beginning, all over again, and trying to beat it in one go. I don't know how long it'll take me. I don't think I'll do 6 or 7, because 6 or 7, it's already a headache as is. When you get to night 4 and 5, it's already a headache, because you gotta try and keep an eye on Foxy 24/7, and then you gotta figure out where Freddy is. Chica and Bonnie are, easy. You can easily figure out when they're gonna fucking show up. But Freddy, for some reason, he's hard to catch. I forgot that he hides, especially to the lore. He hides. The only thing that you can tell where he's at is 2 little beady eyes. So I didn't see it. I didn't see it in the cameras when I was skimming through and going back to Foxy. I missed it, and that's how I got beat. I got beat by Freddy. But I have some other games as well, but There's another horror game that recently came out that's kind of Silent Hill-esque, or inspired by, that I'm going to play. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat it all in one go, so it's probably going to be an episode series. You already know. I think you already know about it. It's called Hollow Body. I want to play it. I am playing a game that I never thought I'd actually play, but also due to somebody that I know's mistake, I have to play it now. So you're gonna see that eventually when you get down to it. But yeah, if you guys want to see me play horror games a little bit more often, let me know. Like the video, whatever. But when it comes to Ark, like I said, I am, especially if you're expecting the OG Ark Omega, I have been recording. I do have videos. The thing is, I'm not going to upload them until the start of November. So, because I've been doing other things, I haven't been able to do much of any recording this whole entire week besides taking the time to grind on Ark Omega. What I'm doing now is just getting my guys to a certain point. Like, especially the ones that I like the most, the ones that I'm going to be actively using, I'm trying to get them to a certain point. And then I'm basically just going to be doing a lot of boss fights after that. It's basically what a lot of the episodes will be. Will be a lot of boss fights and a lot of me flying around looking for the mini bosses where you get the Paragon breakers, quests, saddles, paragons, that sort of thing. That's how it's gonna be from the rest of what it's gonna be for a while. I can't really talk about it all that much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I have been putting in the work, I have been grinding, I have gotten things that I never got in any of my other playthroughs. I still have yet to get a proper absorbent creature that I really need because I have yet to find one, especially a unique one. I have 2 guardians that could be useful. One mainly for damage, one mainly for taking damage and maybe reflecting it a little bit. But it's not quite what I'm wanting. You guys all know that I'm wanting that racer, whether it be unique or not. I'm wanting that racer. I haven't been finding it. Same thing with the unique compy as well. I haven't been able to find that as well. I did find the specific compy that I need, and I found another one, so I have their breeding. That's the only thing I'll admit, is that I got 2 potion compies breeding. Other than that, I really don't have much. I really don't want to sit here and talk about all the hours I put in grinding on Ark Omega because it's such a grind fest. I already got damn near 1/2 of my bolts set up, completely filled with loot, legitimately. And I've mainly been focusing on just grinding on there because I know how time consuming it is. A lot of things I could do on Aberration is fairly quick. I can do it all in one episode. But I was waiting for a lot of the updates and bug fixes that were coming out. I didn't want to just jump in and then lose a bunch of progress, and then happen to throw the videos away due to it happening. So yeah, I'll go back to it, and I'll focus on it for a while. And then what I'll do is on Abdo, when it comes to aberration, I'm only interested in taking on Alpha Rockwell, kind of like I did before. I think I took on Alpha Rockwell on Evolved. I'm only interested in taking on Alpha Rockwell. So once we decide on what we're going to use, whether it be straight up Megalosauruses or Spinos, or a rock drake or two, which I have yet to get one. There's a lot of things I have yet to get on there because I've been putting it aside for the updates and whatnot. But I will be going back to it. This is more like an update and a little chit-chat, But tonight I plan on experiencing some horror a little bit and getting a bunch of those out, because I think I only have, to finish off October, just a few more days left. And then whatever I have, I'll just upload along with the Arc Omega videos, and then go from there. Because this month, 3 weeks from now, I have not one, but 2 weddings to go to. And I think to save on gas and time and a lot of frustration for me, because I don't do well with directions. I get easily pissed off. Road rage. Whatnot. That's me making fun of myself, because it is true. I do road rage. But it's more of, I kind of turn it into like a comedy thing. It's like a lot of talking shit, but I don't sit there and waste time interacting with the idiot who can't drive in front of me. I'm literally I just keep on going. I find a way, and it's just like another thing, another idiot decides to pull out in front of me at a crossroads. That's smart. There's a crossroads here that I just passed. See, I always change subjects. But there's a crossroads here that's not safe. It's not. People have zero patience. Even truckers have zero patience, and will pull out in front of you when you're literally 100 yards away. Just think, a trucker pulling out in front of you, and you're about 100 yards away, and you basically are forced to stop because you're basically right on them. That's not cool. It's not cool. Because at another crossroads, I was with my dad, and some idiot pulled out in front of us, and we nearly hit him. Man, you'd think God me and my dad were pissed. We were pissed. And it happened in front of a lot of people too, because there was a lot of people on the road at the time, and someone just decided to pull out in front of us. He didn't have the right of way at all. Just pulled out. Honestly, I don't like weddings, but these are the weddings I said I was going to go to, and I got invitations to go to. The only other possible future weddings I would go to after these 2 are my brother and sisters. If they eventually, especially one, if they eventually get married. And if my brother meets somebody and ends up getting married. Nope, not me though. I'm very content being single. Construct farmers. We got a bit of construction on the damn bridge. That's very safe. I That's smart. Park on the bridge. There's very little room on that bridge to begin with. That's very smart. But I've seen that there's quite a few people who like the Kira video that I uploaded about her flipping out over a water bottle, her new favorite toy. It's still in her pen. I still catch her playing with it, especially when I'm in there. She'll end up digging a hole and burying it, like she does with her other toys. If she doesn't destroy them, she'll bury it. No, I'm still doing what I always do. I go to work, come home, take care of dog, maybe eat something right away, or and then immediately go start grinding. Either I get my grinding done on Arc, or I start recording. And if I'm lucky, I can get 3 videos recorded from the time I get home and take care of Kira to the time I go to bed. I can get at least 3 videos. Unless something really good happens and I end up getting far more than that, which normally it's only 2 or 3 that I get done. But I posted a screenshot of one of the creatures I have in Arc that you guys will eventually see in November. And if you haven't seen my other videos where I, especially my last Arc Omega one, which I never ended up using the creature, because I already had my powerhouses, my boss killers, at the time. So, and even though I tried working on it and I tried getting it up to where I could have used it, but like usual, you guys know, I there's like 2 creatures I name my friends after. The bear, Elmo, and the Thyla, which Thyla I'm kind of pointing in the mountain lion kind of line there. That's I nickname it the hamster, or Soggy the hamster. I posted a screenshot of it in my friend's Discord and Soggy's Discord. Yeah. I even messaged it to him. A few of the people in his community got a laugh out of it. I'm still not very active. Like overall, like despite how long this video is, I can't tell because the top of that screen is cracked. I wonder why. Because it fell out of my car when I was putting my stuff in the car when I was going home the other day. Phone landed face first on the pavement and it cracked the top of the screen. So yay. But the thing is, my phone is still usable. I lost my train of thought. I'm getting old. I know this, when I was cutting my hair, I had a lot of gray hair. A lot. I was seeing more gray hair than dark brown. I was seeing a lot of that. Now, this might be like a bit of an update vlog and me rambling from one topic to the other, and then me talking about one thing and then completely forgetting what I was talking about. But next year I'll be 35, and I'll take a day off like I do normal, and actually plan on going to IHOP instead of oversleeping and not going to IHOP. Go to IHOP in the morning and then off to the Longhorn Steakhouse for a steak. And then spend the whole rest of the day doing whatever the hell I want. Which means I won't be, if my birthday ended up on a day where there might, on like a Friday, Thursday or Friday or whatever it is, because I haven't looked at a fucking calendar at all, or a Monday or whatever, there's probably not going to be a video on that day, because that's the day I ain't going to do jack shit. I will probably purposely skip and upload that day. Spoke to a friend of mine last night, another friend of mine, who I named the big old broodmother of from one of the other Arc Omega, or the last Arc Omega playthrough before, long before Aberration ASA came out. There's going to be some things I'm going to be bringing up in Arc Omega that where the episode's mainly going to be about them, or mainly about certain creatures, or what I plan on doing. But when I go back to stop grinding and start doing like recordings and whatnot for it, it's mainly going to be boss fights and trying to look for uniques or whatever. Omega uniques, not the other uniques, because I don't want to sit there and grind paragons for it. It's got to be an Omega if I want to grind for it. Unless it's the racer or the compy. If it's the racer or the compy, I will grind paragons for it. But if those who would like to see more ASA than ASE, and modded on ASE, I don't plan on doing a fully modded series until all the story maps are done. All of the story maps have to be done before I bother doing any of the mods. I want to like do from the island all the way to extinction with one character, even though I got to go back to the island, which I'll do that after I beat Aberration. But I don't plan on doing modded on ASA until after I beat Extinction. That's my plan, because then I hope that there's more fully modded overhaul mods, you know. Primal Chaos is probably going to be the first one I mess with, and Arc Omega is probably going to be Arc Omega Ascended. Omega Ascended is going to be the last one I do, because there's still some things that need to be done on that. So I will be doing that one last, which means yes, I'm gonna have to pay some money towards the premium version of that. I'm going to have to pay the premium version of Primal Chaos, which is Primal Nemesis. But I'm going to play Primal Chaos first. Then there's Arc Supreme, which I don't know if it's done or not. I haven't looked on ASA. And then there's Anunnaki Reborn on ASA that I wanna dive into. So there's a lot to do and a lot to plan for. and I'm gonna have to have, I think from now on, from October all the way to the end of the year, I'm gonna have to be really lucky if I want to try and get to either 2,700 videos, or to get more than enough to get to 2,800 videos. I'm gonna have to get really lucky if I want to push that. Being a month or so ahead has given me a lot of time to focus more on grinding, focus more on myself. Because a lot of my diet nowadays has been either a lot of salad, try and protein like fish, chicken, rice, steak, mainly those. Every now and then have a cheat meal, which has either been pizza or the chicken Alfredo or something like that. It's always going to end up something like pasta related. But every now and then I might have tacos. That might like taco night, so that might also be a cheat meal. But besides the mainly like a lot of salad, chicken, rice, and steak, and fish. So I got fish. My whole freezer now is full of fish from Alaska. So black bass, salmon, halibut, and I think that's it. That's all I have in there. It's straight from Alaska because my dad's boss had taken him to Alaska the year before, took him to Alaska again this year. So they had a lot more fish this year. So basically everybody got fish. And I only have one good freezer, one good refrigerator. So all of the fish went in there. And at least that was given to me. Working out, drinking a hell of a lot of water, which is what I have here. Still drinking one pop a day. If I'll admit anything, I don't think it happened every time. I still think I tried to stay with only one pop. But on occasionally every other cheat meal, I would have like two. I would have one at a certain time, but it was always at a certain meal. And then I would have another one later, especially if I was doing a cheat meal and I didn't plan on doing a full-fledged workout that day. I was going to cut my workout in half. Still learning how to use some of the workout equipment I had bought recently. Still learning how to use it. I might make a video on it to add it to the workout videos I already have on this channel. And if you'd like to see more of those, I will try and make time for those. Yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. I mean, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm multitasking, which is saying a lot considering I'm a guy. Because it's not believed that a guy can multitask, which is wrong, because a guy can, if he wants to. But yeah, there's 2 weddings coming up. There's a lot of things I gotta do. I gotta try and push for 2,700 videos. There's a lot of grinding. There's a lot of things to do. One more thing. I'm still been trying to make plans to do charity related stuff. So, especially for things that happened recently, if you see something for the hurricane, what happened, for donate. Share it, donate, try and help out as much as you can. It's a sad deal that that happen to those people over there. Help out the best you can. Share it, donate, that sort of thing. When it comes to charities, I don't know if I'll be able to have time to actually stream, because I don't think I'll do it on Twitch, because I've been trying to stay off of Twitch, and I've only been lurking on certain channels, such as one or two of my friends and maybe a couple others. But I am not active. I'm hardly ever active on Twitch. But if I was to stream on YouTube, if I was to find time to stream on YouTube, it's mainly going to be a charity related thing. And what I planned on for Twitch, and what if I was to actively stream a lot on YouTube, if I was, I don't want people to donate money to me, which is one of the reasons why I removed the donate thing and the donate link from my Twitch related things. I don't want people's money. I know that people might question that when you talk about merch. The thing is, with merch, I have ideas to do it, to try and make designs, or hire somebody to make designs for me to relate to that specific charity, and it'll be displayed on the merch store, which will be on Stream Elements, which I know Stream Elements is pretty new when it comes to merch, and it really doesn't have a hell of a lot like Streamlabs does, or anywhere else does. But it's what I got for right now. It's the only one I plan on using, unless I go back to Streamlabs and I start using Streamlabs merch store. But when with that, and talking about that real quick, I'm not. When it comes to me getting a portion of a purchase, let's just say something's like if it's like $15 and I maybe get a couple bucks, like $2.50 to $5 out of it, maybe $1 out of it, or like $5. I think it's mainly $5. I know the majority of it goes to the actual site, to the actual thing, and I'm only getting a portion of it. I would reduce the price down to a certain point to where I barely get anything for it. That's what I would rather want, because I don't want the money. I already have a job that I make far more than enough money as is, so I really don't need it. And my plan is to take that money and kind of put it in a pot. This is the idea that I had, and I never really got to do it on Twitch when I was streaming, which is 4 years ago, or over 4 years ago. My plan was to have a pot, have if someone subscribed or bits or whatever, all of that will be put towards a pot to go towards a charity. That would be the idea. But if I don't stream and I'm wanting to do something for charity, and if you see a Tiltify link to a specific charity, all I'm going to do is that you look at the description and you look at the comments, and especially if I'm talking about it in that video, to maybe go look at that link and donate to that charity. But if someone was to, say if I was on Twitch and someone subscribed or gifted subs or bits or anything like that, which isn't something I tell people to do, I literally told them to keep their money. They don't need to do that to give me anything, because I sure as hell don't deserve it. I would rather take that money, put it in a pot, and then whatever happens at the end of the year, no matter what that amount is, whether it be 5, 10, 15, whatever the amount is, it goes towards a charity. So yeah, say if I did stream, that would kind of be what my plan is. I don't want the money. I don't want it given directly to me. I'm wanting to put it in a pot so I can give it to charity because I sure as hell don't need it. Someone else out there in the world deserves it more than I do, and that's where it's going to go. So that's what I would want to do is update, chitty chatty video, whatever. This might be, it sounds like a lot of rambling, but I got a hungry doggo that's waiting for me now. She's staring at me. She can't use binoculars, but if she was able to use binoculars, she'd be like this, staring at me. She is waiting for me to get out of the car and play with her and get her food and everything, especially the food part. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the long video. If you guys lasted all the way to the end, I've already explained a lot of things of what I had planned and what I'm planning, and I'm hoping that if I do have the time to do it, I will do that. But the whole streaming thing, I don't want your money. Keep your money. But if I'm doing something for charity and you have the chance, even if it's $1, donate it to that charity. But if someone gives subs or anything like that, especially if I choose to stream it on Twitch, which I'm going to try not to do, but if I do, any bits or anything like that will go into a pot, and I'll try to keep an eye on that. And then by the end of the year, we'll have like a pot update, and then whatever the amount is, we're gonna give it to a charity, a good charity. There's plenty of good charities out there. WWF, St. Jude's, Hurricane Relief, obviously. There's plenty of some good ones out there. So that's where that will go. There's a lot of plans and a lot of updates and a lot of things that was on my head, in my mind, I was always thinking about, because this brain never stops, just like I never stopped working. But anyways, peace.